Hi everyone. Oh, welcome back to Hey Girl Hey. How y'all doing? How is everyone doing? Hopefully well. I am here to share with you this week's project. We're going to do it together. That's what I like to do. I'm inspired by these beautiful sunflowers. I don't know when I got this. Maybe last year. Maybe this year. No, it had to be last year. It's from the Dollar Tree. So, yeah. Anyway, I wanted it to go with this. Now, what I want to do with her, I think what we're going to do, I made a boo boo on my other image. Not a bad boo boo. It's just not a I like it kind of boo boo. I got all these markers out. So, let's go ahead and just start. So, what I think we're going to do first is we're going to um, color a few of the flowers. Yeah. I hope everyone is having a great day. Can you believe we're in March? I want to talk to you about last week why I didn't do my Unity stamp video. Well, my kiddo was sick. He was sick. Took him to the doctor and he had strep throat. Now, I'm not sure if you've ever had strep throat, but just imagine swallowing nails and fire. And that's how strep throat feels. He didn't have any pustules, but when I had strep throat, I was a teenager. This was a lot of years ago. Like four, 5 maybe, maybe 6. I don't know. Anyway, I digress. Sometimes humor is not that funny, right? Anyway, it felt really, really bad, and I was scraping the pustules out of my throat. Ugh, so disgusting too, just thinking about it. And I went to the doctor, and they gave me antibiotics. So now my son is on his antibiotics, and he has to take them for 10 days. And of course, he feels better. So guess what? You guessed it. He don't want to take his medicine. Ding, 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 ding. Give this lovely individual their prize. What is the prize? Taking your medicine. So, yeah. Spring break is quickly approaching. I don't know if I have another video schedule. Well, I don't have a video schedule, but another series or anything scheduled for next Tuesday. But I know this is the second Tuesday in a row that we haven't went live. I don't think we went live last week. Did we go live last week? I'm not sure. Yeah, we did go live last week because I thought it was. Never mind. The dates, I had the dates wrong. So we went live last week. We won't be going live this week. I didn't know. I thought we did. I don't recall. She's all over the place. She's a mess. Get her something. Anyway, just coloring a few of these sunflowers. I do have a taste. A taste is a good word. I have this burning desire to do some mixed media, y'all. So I'm feeling like maybe next month's Hey Girl Hey will be some sort of mixed media. I don't know. I also want to do some three-dimensional stuff, but my issue is me. I be standing in the way like we can't do it. And if I do and it don't look good, you'll never know, right? Because I'm not gonna share it. Because sometimes the stuff I share I think look really good, and you probably be like, that is not it, ma'am. Can you try again? We're not gonna do this today, but next I want to fussy cut her out and put her like on an orange background and with some script or something. So we'll do that. So am I really concerned about this part right here? Probably not as much as I was because I started an image and the colors didn't. The colors weren't coloring properly. They looked a mess. Anywho, anyways, what are you up to? Hopefully you're doing fantastic. Even though this year is like, you know what? I'm gonna just go vroom. Let me pass this person. It's going fast. I don't know if I'm smelling enough roses, right? Or flowers or anything. So right now, I'm not sure about you and your state, right? Our state flower is the bluebonnet, and March, April, May. I think is when it blooms. Mostly March, beginning of March. And so my son yesterday, he was like, "Mommy, I saw some lilac flowers," and I had a sneaky suspicion he was talking about the bluebonnets, right? Now, the thing is, the bluebonnets are a bunch of wild flowers. They just grow wherever. They can grow in the middle of a oil field for whatever reason. Sometimes they grow in the middle of oil field, and sometimes they don't grow in the middle of oil field. Sometimes they grow on the side of the road. So normally, what you'll see is a bunch of random people outside in their Sunday best taking pictures on the side of the road with the bluebonnets. I don't know why that's a thing. It's not a thing that I do. Have I ever considered it? Maybe a half a second of consideration went into it, if that. Um, but people do it. And so I told him, I said, every state has a state flower, a state this, a state that, a state that. And I'm trying to figure out what person was like, you know what? Let ours be that weed right there, that wild weed that's growing. It's probably has some historical value to it that says, oh, well, you know, when we were doing this war with so and so and so, such and such and such and said, that flower is so resilient it could grow in the middle of an oil field. That's gonna be our state flower. Like I know, I can't remember what state it is, but they have a chick. Is it chickpea, a pea as their state flower? Some kind of pea, I think. I think it's a pea. I'm gonna look it up because now I need to know because I'm not gonna sit here and look crazy. All right, I looked it up, and no state has a pea, but it is a perennial sweet pea, and maybe that's why I learned something. I educated a little, got a little bit of an education just now that I don't know anything about flowers, and we're gonna keep it that way. That's what we're really gonna do because the way my phone was like, listen, that's wrong, that's wrong. And then I looked it up, and it said that it's not even a native to America. It came from a different spot. So I was like, okay, no. I must have looked it up. No, I must have been informed through something about this thing because I was like, why is it a sweet pea? A part of, I don't know, like a national something, world renowned class as something besides on your plate to eat your veggies. But a perennial sweet pea is what I was looking for. I found it, and yes, March, April, May is spring months, and that's when we see. I haven't seen Texas bluebonnets after March though, really. Probably because people didn't took so many pictures they got camera shy. So what I'm doing is I'm just coloring this in, and I have an orange that I'm gonna come in and color over it just a little bit. One day I'm gonna get that perfect shade of what I'm looking for when I go looking for colors. This is a fairly quick project, yeah? Yeah, I think so. I am on the verge of going back to bed. I normally don't do that, but I hope I hope this is not a foreshadowing thing, but my eyes have been so irritated lately. And I'm saying that because I hope that this spring and summer and even fall doesn't kick up a lot of dandelion to do any type of damage to my allergies. It might though. It just might. All right, so I'm gonna turn this paper. All right, so yeah, I think that's good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back in with some orange though, a little bit of heavy duty orange because even though I showed you those stickers, I want to cut. I probably cut this flower off, some of these things off, but I still want to color them just in case. Do you know how nerve wracking it would be to go back and watch a video trying to find the correct colors that we're using currently if I change my mind? That would stink big time. Big, big time. So what's going on? Let me know. Apparently, this strep throat is going around. Can you believe that? Like, that is a horrible thing. I wrote one of the teachers, and she said somebody in her family had it. I was like, yeah, being sick is never a fun thing. What's this? I don't know. It's never a fun thing. And it's annoying. Annoying. Especially like you have a stomach virus. Like, I think those are the worst, right? Stomach virus and coughs, runny nose, being sick in general. But some of them, the excess of controlling your body, telling you have to use the restroom constantly, those type of illnesses, no one wants those. No one wants to be sick. Well, some people like it. I don't particularly want to be in that number of strange, but yeah, some people enjoy being sick. I don't know why. I also have like a million things to get done. Well, maybe not a million, but 999,999 things to do. This was one of them, and here we are. Now, I want to go ahead and color this image in. Let's see. My markers have started to dry out. So, guess what we're not doing? We're not going to buy new ones. We're going to use all the ones we have, and when they all dry, well, not all, but maybe more than two dry out, we'll consider buying new ones. I'm gonna need like 25%, 25 to 50% of the markers to dry out. I have so many. Yeah. So we will revisit this project at a later date. We're gonna color this up though. I'm gonna fussy cut her out, put her on another sheet of paper, and I think I want to have script behind it. And then I need to find a flower quote or something and put it here. Like stopping and smelling the flowers or basking in the sunshine or something, like that. Oh, I like that color. Very fun. I went to Hobby Lobby, right? I told y'all that. Why did I not notice? So Hobby Lobby has zero, and let's not go to the wrong spot. Zero dies. They've gotten rid of them, right? I guess that's what a lot of people were saying. Like they're all gone. I need to go to Joann Fabric because I got a disturbing text message from my card group that they were filing for bankruptcy, and someone said they had already filed for bankruptcy. I don't know. I don't track stuff like that like I should. But if you think about it, we only have three craft stores worldwide, America, USA wide, right? And not everyone has them in their area, but Joann Fabric, Michaels, and Hobby Lobby. We used to have AC Moore, which was Chef's Kiss of craft store, right? They're not here anymore. Then we had I never had this, but people will go to Pack and Ten, I think is what it's called. But I want to say Michaels bought them out. And I do know that crafting is not a dying breed, but in store crafting purchases is one of those things that like, oh, you're going to the store? I just order mine online. I'm like, no, I like to touch the paper. I like to flip through the pages and look and say, oh, I don't need this. Oh, I have something similar. I just enjoy doing that a lot more than I probably should. Don't tell anybody. That's gonna be between you and me, okay? Oh my goodness. So yeah, I do apologize for not doing a live today, but you got this lovely yellow, orange, green, and blue situation. I have been learning to embrace the silence. So, you know, in the past I would talk like nonstop. I still am doing it for the most part, but I do it less now. I need to be okay with the silence, yeah? I have to put on clothes. Right now I just got on my craft uniform, pajamas, But I gotta put on clothes. I gotta go to the stores. I got a lot of stuff to do in the form of, ugh, I even hate to say this word, adulting. So now we're just gonna take this and we're just gonna run it through the veins a little bit. So my son has another project, another science project, right? And I don't recall learning about the Mayan temple in the second grade, but whatever. I could have. I mean, it was so long ago. I don't think we learned about it because I think when I look back on a lot of the stuff that goes on, this is the thing that I have noticed, as it should be. Some of the things I was a part of that history, right? And currently, besides political stances, we're not doing anything truly historical currently. Besides living and going through this thing that we've been going through for less going on 4 years now. But we're not doing anything life changing. I can remember when I was a kid, we had this TV One, is what a kids channel where kids did the news and stuff, and they brought us information and we would watch it every day. And you remember the this is a sad thing, but um all of the, what is the word, space explorations was happening then. I don't know if they're happening right now. I can't tell you. Um, just a lot of stuff was going on back then. It seemed like more random things were happening, but a lot of them, like you can't reinvent a computer information. You can only improve it. So a lot of those things are not quote unquote new. Okay, yeah, I like that. I like this one the most though. We could just cut all this out, but we won't because we've colored all of that. All right, let's go ahead and get her shirt done, darling. I'm gonna make it blue. Blue. Have we ever found out how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Do you even eat Tootsie Rolls anymore? I just like the plain Tootsie Rolls. You unwrap them and just chomp them in your mouth and go, yum, 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 yum. I'm not into the, I don't, I usually just bite mine right away to get to the center of the, wherever the good stuff is, like the Charms Blow Pops. Chewing gum. Thank you very much. This has now been confiscated and has been claimed as chewing gum. We're gonna, I don't know if this is gonna act right. Let's see. I'm choosing to go in circles because I did lines on another image of her with a different type of marker and it just did not go well. It did not go well at all. All right, let's go with this one now. Yeah, that's is good, I believe. So, what project have you been contemplating but haven't did it? I have about 20 of those. Um, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because I had saw Hobby Lobby, right? What's Hobby Lobby? They have jewelry making stuff, and they have like tools, things. And I remember Wonder Dreamer 555 has did a haul video a while back, a couple of years now, where she had got that, and she was like, it just wasn't for me. It looks really nice to do, but I'm not that person. I can't be a welder. Because even though I have some creative juices, not all of them, not all of them flow properly. All right. Okay. That is 7502. All right. I'm going to go ahead and color her skin and come back. All right, so we finished this up, and now I just noticed this little flower right here, but we're gonna leave it off, okay? So, I'm coming in with some mature streaks going on her head, cause this is the kind of person who's lived a full life, and they know how to take a break. It took them a long time to get there, until they're taking a break though. And maybe maybe it's someone who just likes their hair to be in a mature color, right? I do hope that y'all have enjoyed this as much as I have enjoyed coloring with you all. We will come back and we will do another thing to it. What I don't want to do is every month do the same thing. Take the picture and put it in the frame. Take the picture and put it in the frame. I want to do other things with the pictures, but the other things have to be done to do that. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. And since her hair is in straight and curled, her luscious locks flowing. These markers are so weird. One side feels like it's full of ink. The other side is dry. So this side is drier than this side. And I have them on a surface laying just like this, so flat. I don't have them standing up, anything like that. And they are just doing whatever they want to do. Kind of frustrating. That's why I need to probably downsize my craftiness and pick like a craft, not 1,000 crafts. Like, I may have to get rid of crocheting because it causes my shoulder to hurt. I'll probably, the thing is, I love to crochet and it always makes me feel happy because I think about my mom. But I also think about my mom when I'm driving in a car and something silly happens, or when I'm doing laundry, and just those memories that I have for and with her. So, not a day goes by that I don't think about her. So, in some capacity, good, bad, indifferent. The reason why I say that is because if I had less, I could do more, right? Like paper crafting is probably the worst habit to have as a crafter. Because if you have yarn, not say that your yarn can't take over your house, but it's yarn, you have your stitches, you have a couple of hooks, maybe 20 of the same hooks. If you go overboard. But it's just yarn and you have a couple of books, a couple of hundred books. But then with paper crafting, you have so much stuff. You have paper, you have stamps, you have images, you have markers, you have crayons, you have glue, you have tape, you have scissors, you have cutting boards, you have measuring boards, you have all of these things. Then you have a sewing machine because you have seen someone on YouTube get fancy and sew all of their, projects, and then you do this and you do that and then you do that, and before you know it, you're like, do I even like crafting anymore? I know a lot of people who are, well, not a lot, a few of my friends are like, I don't want to craft anymore. Well, why not? I don't know. And hopefully it's just a spell and they get out of it. But I definitely understand that aspect too. All right, so then we're going to come back and now this is cool gray. I may need to change it to darker gray to give us some streaks. Let's see. All right, so I gave her one like big streak. So maybe she's just dabbling in it and she's playing with it. But we're gonna fussy cut all of this edge out. We may even cut some of these flowers off, and we're gonna use that. And this was our inspiration for this. Hey girl, hey. So anyway, we'll be using this. I don't know because I have a die cut that I want to use and fluff up the flowers a little bit so we can make it a little bit three-dimensional. Put it in something or on something, a cover or something. I don't know. Anyway, I want to say thank you all for watching. Hope that you've enjoyed this. Let me know what craft if you got rid of or added to what that craft would be in the comment section. I want to say thank you for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.